Hi, I'm DelusionDispeller. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about some of the things I learned from the toxic and narcissistic people in my life. I've talked a little bit about a lady named Dove. She was the person that had borderline personality disorder and some neurological issues. And what did I learn from her? Well, Dove taught me a lot about the fact that certain people's moods can change very unexpectedly, and how to adapt to those mood changes, and how to not push buttons on people that have issues with being triggered, because borderlines get triggered quite easily at times. And if you're going to be in a friendship or a relationship with one, you have to know how to avoid hitting those sore spots with them. The thing you have to realize with people with personality disorders is things that work with normal-minded people do not work with them. They set them off. They make them react. They cause them to perceive things in a certain way. So you have to be careful if you are in a close relationship with one of these people that you don't go there if you can help it. Dove put me in a situation where she saw me as her pastor and as her leader, and she told me this. And she told me that she was going to submit under me and that I was to teach her the Bible, which I did do. We spent lots of time studying the Word of God together, the Bible. And Dove taught me the importance of integrity in being in charge of another person's life, in a sense. I learned that everything that I said to her, she took very seriously. So it taught me to be very careful and guarded in how I led her, and how I lead people in general, in how I present myself as a leader, or as a guru, or as DelusionDispeller, for instance. To not be saying things that are purposely hurtful, or tactless, or mean, or, just to really honor people's feelings, and not to put myself out there with a sense of selfish pride and arrogance. And I don't try to come off as arrogant. I really don't. Now, sometimes when I'm challenged by people that attack me, I might seem a bit arrogant, but honestly, if you got to know me, I'm really not an arrogant person. I feel very humbled that God even put me in a position to be DelusionDispeller and help people through their issues that they have. To me, these are not just names on a screen. You are real people, and when you're not talking to me, you're living lives, you're raising children, you're going shopping, you're taking care of your hygiene needs. I mean, you're real people, and I want you to know that that's literally how I see you. I don't consider myself to be some kind of person above everybody. I don't see myself that way at all. And Dove was the first person that really honored me as a leader and taught me that my beliefs had a really big impact on her life. And now I know that my beliefs and my studying and my education and the things that I've experienced have a really big impact on helping those of you who have sought my help. So that was really nice that, somebody with borderline personality disorder, despite all her issues, I could take away something that was really good and positive in my life. And I encourage you to do that as well. There's another lady, I'm going to call her A. She was one of the ones that the narcissistic Anita picked up after ditching me, basically, I guess you could say. And A would come to me regularly, rubbing my nose in the fact that Anita was taking her places, and Anita was going to have a girly day with her and do her nails and her makeup, just like Anita had done with me. And she would tell me that Anita was flying out to her house, or she was flying out to Anita's house, whatever. And at the time, it really hurt. It was like, but she used to do those things with me. And it hurts to hear that she's doing that with somebody else. And I'm sure it hurts all of you when you hear that the narcissist in your life now has found a significant other that they've replaced you with. It hurts to be replaced. There's no sugar coating that. It does hurt. However, you can take something positive away from that. And this is what I took away from A doing this to me, rubbing my nose in Anita's and her new relationship. She taught me how to fight through feelings of envy when she would flaunt these things in front of me. She taught me how to be secure enough in myself that all these things she was dangling in front of my face, all the fun things I used to do with Anita that she is now doing, that it didn't affect me as much. I began learning how to be happy for somebody else that's happy, even though they stole my very happiness with the thing that now makes them happy. It's just, we're supposed to rejoice with those who rejoice. And that's very difficult when you've been abused and then the very person they abused you with is now bragging to you about how that abuser is whining and dining them and treating them like the little friend. So it did teach me that. It taught me how to be happy for somebody else, even though they had what I wanted and longed for and used to have. And it taught me how to be so thankful for what I do have, for as long as I have it, because things can change, and that's how life is. Stay tuned, and I'll talk more on this about the next person I learned a lot from. Thank you.